to a Skinny Girl Sleepover. This is my first guest, Casey, my best friend.
Hi guys, super excited to be here.
So we're just gonna do like skinny girl chats. I asked my skinny group community some questions, and it's gonna be uncut, so everything we say stays in there, so it's just welcome. But a lot of people were just asking, you know, like back when we were like kids at school, everyone with the skinny sleepovers,
Yeah.
like I feel like a lot of people, whenever they have sleepovers, they're like scared because it's like pizza and like all of this like unhealthy junk food and stuff. And I feel like whenever we have like skinny girl sleepovers, we're like the opposite.
Yeah, true. I agree. Because I feel like, I don't know, whenever you think of sleepovers, especially, I guess it doesn't matter what age you are, but everyone's like, oh, like let's get a ton of dessert or whatever. Like, you don't have to do that.
No, you don't. And I think that was the main thing is like people like are in college or like whenever they go on, the reason why the sleepover is like, I feel like at all ages you're gonna go on traveling with your friends or this or that. And I was saying like for example, we just came from a workout together. Like we literally just hung out this morning, went and did a workout, and now we're here and like we're doing things. We don't just sit and eat. If you only have friends that like to eat, like you need new friends. Like, I'm sorry, like you need new friends. And so if you're someone who like likes to spend time at college, like to visit like your friends, all that, you can do that. It's just like you don't need to plan every little thing. Like if they want to order pizza, you can say no. Like we like going to saunas, steam rooms here. We like walking. We like doing yoga classes. Or like even we'll like go out and get like a drink or like go to museums we can look at and stuff like that. How do you put the fork down, Casey?
I feel like it's just a mental game. Like, for me, I just don't think it's that difficult. Like, obviously, listen to your body. Like, if, like, I'm fucking starving and, like, I've been working out a lot, then, like, obviously I know I need to eat a little bit more, but I focus more on eating more protein because that's going to be more sustainable
100%.
than, like, stuffing face with, like, chips or something, because at the end of the day, like, those are just wasted calories. It's not going to satisfy you. Like,
no, 100%.
So you just have to, like, tell yourself, like, okay, I know that I need to fuel my body, but, like, if I want to look a certain way, like, I need to be mindful. And, like, also I feel like the slower that you eat and, like, the more you're thinking about it, like, if you just take a second, then your body's going to register that you're more full. But if you're just, like, eating so fast, then, like, you're not chewing enough. And then your body, like, doesn't recognize that you're even eating 100%. Anything. So you just have to tell yourself, okay, like, I am full. And, like, to feel full, I feel like people think that you have to be, like, so full that, like, you can't even move and you feel sick after. Like, no, you don't have to. Just keep it in mind and just stop eating. Like, you don't have to finish the whole plate of food. Like, it's really just not that difficult. Like,
put the fork down.
Put it down. Like,
put the fork down.
Yeah, I don't know. And, like, even sometimes, like, get a waiter to, like, come and take it away or whatever. Like, if you're just sitting there and, like, you don't want to eat anymore, just, like, flag someone down and be like, can you either box this up or, like, say I'm done, so then you're not, like, tempted to
100%
keep eating. Like,
agreed.
Have willpower.
I 100% agree with everything you say. And then other people were asking too, like, how do you feel whenever people make comments about your weight? Like, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, people are like, oh, like, she's like, oh, like, whenever my friends or family, like, oh, you're so skinny, or you're this, like, or push, like, basically make comments on your weight and push food on you.
I feel like I don't really care what people say. Obviously, like, yeah, like, me and my family, like, always make jokes. We're like, oh, you're a fucking fat whale. Like, my mom, like, it's obviously a joke. Like, when I was, like, younger and stuff, like, I would go to the fridge. Like, I would just eat dinner, and then I'd go to the fridge because, like, I don't know, sometimes I just want to look. Like, whatever. And she's like,
want to get ice cream.
You're eating again? You're a fucking cow. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. It's, like, obviously a joke. But, like, I don't know. And then also, like, during college, like, I got really skinny for a period of time where, like, my mom and my sister were like, are you not eating? Like, where's your butt? It's gone. Like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Like, I feel like you just can't let it bother you. Or, like, with the food pushing, like,
I feel like the food pushing this is like an excuse. Like people, I feel like when people are like, you're so skinny, you need to eat. Like you can be like, no, like I don't
have to eat it. Like or you can just take a bite or whatever. Like if someone's like splitting something with you and they're like, oh, have some. You just say no, or just like have a bite and then that's it. Like at the end of the day, like it's your choice. And if someone's like pushing it on you so aggressive, then like maybe you just need to get away from them and stop hanging out with them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I feel like so many people like make that like almost like excuse, you know, like they want that excuse. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to be skinny for them. And I've like said this 100 times. Literally, I'm skinny for me, so it doesn't bother me if someone makes a comment on my weight because I like being skinny. Like, I'm sorry if my boyfriend or friend, like some people say like, oh, my boyfriend or husband fat shamed me or want me to lose weight. Dump him. Like literally say, okay, well I prefer billionaires, so make a few money and then you can talk about my weight. Like maybe say that next time.
Also like based off that, maybe this is like a hot take for my opinion, but like I don't know, like I would rather someone like tell me the honest, brutal truth. Like if someone was like, you're looking a little chunky, or like someone was like, oh, you're looking kind of like not like yourself or whatever, then like I kind of like that. Like I might like be like, what the fuck? But then, like, it pushes me to be better and, like, be my best. Like, to Joey, I'm always like, you're looking a little chunky.
No, I'm saying I like that. But I'm saying if you were 100% happy with yourself 100 pounds bigger, and Joey was like, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you're happy. It's like, don't lose weight for him. And that's whenever people, like, get insecure. Like, oh, like, I'm too skinny. No, you lose weight for yourself. That's what I'm saying. Only lose weight if you don't feel happy with yourself. Like, I'm saying if you're 100% happy being a thick woman and your husband or whatever is like, you need to lose the curves, like lose a few pounds, and you don't want to, don't lose it for them. True. Like I'm 100% too. Like I want people to hold me accountable. Like if I'm like, I feel fat, I want you to be like, yeah, you look a little real. Like yes, because I want that. But I'm saying if I was happier being 100 pounds bigger, sure, say it to me. But like I don't want to don't lose weight for your husband or your boyfriend because you're just gonna gain it back. And like you're gonna be miserable. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to lose weight for you. And I think that's why all these people like are like, oh, I feel so insecure that I lost weight because they don't want to be skinny. Like if you don't want to be skinny, don't be skinny.
And then I feel like if you're doing it for someone else, like you don't think you have to be as accountable. So like you'll do it and then again, like you just gain it back or like get bigger or like you just fluctuate.
Or when Joey's out of town, you sneak to the fridge. So I think that's like the number one thing. It's just like also, it's like I just think also like with your boyfriend and your friends, you should just be doing other things than eating. Like I think it's so ridiculous that all these people are like, what do I do with my friends? Anything besides eat. Like you can have a snack, but like if you need other friends, if that's like your world, like walk, go on a hike, do Pilates, go out, get a drink if you want, like a tea or something, or go to a museum, like go shopping, literally do anything but that. There's so many like different activities anywhere. You can go to Top Golf, you can, I don't know, like figure it out.
Because I feel like a lot of people, like their only time they hang out with their friends is to like go get dinner, go get breakfast, go get lunch, like, or they're like, oh, like let's just, it's their whole world and friendship revolves around eating.
And ours doesn't, because we both like hate spending money on food, which is like amazing. Like we're like, we would rather eat saltines for lunch for a month and buy our favorite lip gloss, like than spend $30 on
or like
juice.
Buy cute outfits and shoes and stuff.
Like other than that,
like food and transportation, I don't like spending.
Me either.
Like every now and then, like I'd love to go get like a nice steak dinner, but I don't love paying for it.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I'm like, it's in and out.
Yes, 100%. I agree, 100%.
But yeah, there's so many other things you can do besides just eating. Like obviously, like if I'm fucking hungry, like I'll be like, okay, like let's go grab something or whatever. Like I need to eat. But like it's not like we're always planning out like, oh, let's hang out, but let's go grab like something to eat. Like no, we're always like, let's go on a walk, let's go here, let's take pictures, like let's go like shop. Which I feel like even like whenever we hang out, especially during the winter, like we just go into stores because we need to get warm, but like it gives you something to do and you can find like new places that you like to go into.
Or we can like go get facials, go get nails done. Yeah. Even if like you're like on a budget and don't want to spend as much money, there's like things, there's always things like you can do, like different museums and different literally different things. And also it's like, okay, well, getting your nails done and getting a little facial or something is like maybe $30. And it's like, okay, food in New York that's not even a sweet green salad. So like, suck it up. So like, you gotta kind of like pick your priorities straight, or even go like window shopping and stuff. And I think that's also when I was saying, like, literally that was like the number one question that I asked, and people were like, how do you travel and like vacation with like your friends? Like, and we did it. And I feel like me and you are just very good at like, we're like very independent, but we like doing the same things in the morning. So we get up, we always make sure we went on a little walk in the morning. If we could, we would like sauna or steam room together. We like loved going and walking and getting like a little, you got a coffee, I got a tea. Like, we do things, and like, also, yes, of course we would go get an ice cream, but me and you are not getting a large or a double extra large. We're getting a kids or a small, and like I don't know, our plans are never like, food is like the least interesting thing. Like, me and her even pick restaurants for the vibes. We don't pick it for the aesthetic
is priority for the photos.
And
then we're like, who cares about what the food is?
Yeah, like, it's like, we'll want to go to a restaurant and the boys will be like, okay, like, nothing looks good, and we don't even care. We're like, too bad. Suck it up. Like the place you went last night.
Oh yeah. The food was good though. I got the steak from Provence. Try it out if you're in New York.
Yeah, but we're like such an aesthetic person.
Yeah.
And that's like our
That's
vibes.
the only reason I wanted to.
Yeah, like, we don't even pick food for like the food. Like, the vibes.
I don't know, I feel like people just need to get their priorities straight. Like, do it for you. Stop worrying so much about the food. Like, just make sure that you're eating like healthy stuff, getting your protein up.
Also, I feel like if you're friends with people who are unbothered and don't have a like bad relationship with food, like, literally that's your least priority. Like, there was this one friend we were friends with who would always have to make a comment that like they never ate, like, ever, and we were like, okay, like, but it didn't bother us because like we don't have issues. But I'm like, if you're with someone who's like, oh, like, you need to eat, or like so prioritized about food, then it's like, that's their own issue at the end of the day. Like,
yeah, and like, there's nothing you can do. Like,
because like, sometimes we'll go out and like, you are hungry and I'm not, and I'll go and like, it doesn't bother you that I'm not eating, and some days I'm hungry and it doesn't bother me. I'm like, Casey, why aren't you getting anything?
Yeah, like, who cares?
Who cares?
Like, listen to your own body.
Yes.
Like, who cares what other people are thinking? Like,
and if they do, they're literally bothered because they wish they could
or
be
like
you.
they're insecure or something, or like trying to project, but it's all about you. And I feel like 2025 is the year where everyone should prioritize themselves and stop
100%.
giving a fuck about what other people think, because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna die. No one cares about your life.
Yeah.
So just live your own life.
And we want to die hot and skinny, so that's how we want to be remembered, is die hot and die skinny. Like, I don't want to die and look fat in my casket. Okay? Like, because, okay, I was literally talking about this too the other day, is, you know how people like, you only live once, like, go eat the pizza in Italy, eat that. Yeah, I'll have a slice of pizza, but also I want to take my bikini photos in Italy, because the friends that like, they don't, like, I don't want to live my life not taking photos of myself or not looking on, because it's like, okay, I don't want to be like, oh, I felt fat at this Italy trip, so I was so self-conscious and didn't take photos and didn't do anything, or not even photos, but like, you get what I mean, didn't feel good, didn't whatever. It's like, no, like, I want to feel good and look good, and which, like, you can do everything in moderation. Like, just because you order the pizza doesn't mean you have to eat the whole thing. Exactly.
Like, get it, share it, like,
get a salad
take
and
a few
pizza.
bites, like, take the rest home. Like,
I feel like we're very good at that. Like, me and you always, like, I feel like we share like a steak or something, and then we get like a salad and like maybe like a sourdough part. Like, we like are very good about that. And I feel like we also like prioritize sleep and like nutrition over working out, and that's like why we're so lean, is people probably think we're working out all the time, and nutrition and sleep is way more important.
Well, also for like the workouts, I feel like people just don't do the right workouts for their bodies. Like, if you're doing high intensity shit all the time, like, your body's gonna hold on to all of that weight because your body's in stress mode, and then people probably aren't fueling themselves properly, like not getting enough sleep. They're already stressed from like external factors,
and it makes you hungrier. Like, we just did a Britain event, so we just did a high intensity workout. I'm like, great, I know I'm gonna be hungrier today, and like that, why work out like a ballerina to eat like a linebacker? Like, seriously, like, what was the point of us working out if we're just gonna eat back all of the calories? Like, I would rather not work out and eat less. But you travel a lot, you go to Europe and stuff, you were just in Portugal. How do you stay small, like, whenever you're, you know, not because you would like sometimes go with like your boyfriend and their family.
Yeah.
So when you're not on your schedule, how do you prioritize? And not in America, you know, how do you prioritize like staying lean and not puffing up?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the plan for the day, and like, worst comes to worst, especially when I'm on vacation, I like to have something for breakfast. Like, I'll have water, and then like I'll try to like get some sort of protein in. So like, if I don't know like what I'm gonna eat next or like what's at the restaurant, and like I'm gluten free, so but in Europe it's like a little bit easier and the gluten is different. Whole other story. So I try to eat like protein in the morning, or like something that's gonna hold me over until I like know what the fuck is going on for lunch. And then like depending on what I eat in the morning, then like if whenever I go to lunch, then I just like balance out or like think about like what I'm gonna eat, because if I already ate like a decent amount of protein in the morning, like I don't need to like be stuffing face at lunch, because like if I'm not that hungry, like I don't need to eat that much. So I'll like choose a lunch that's like healthy, has protein, has carbs. Like I feel like for whatever meal, not necessarily breakfast, but for lunch and dinner, for my meals, I try to always include like a mix of protein, carbs, and like either greens or vegetables, because I feel like I don't get the same amount of energy if I like only have protein or like I only have carbs, which I try to never only have carbs. I feel like it's not good.
She's very good at eating protein. Like you're really good at prioritizing that. And like also like me and you both have that in common, where like if we don't eat red meat at least once a week, we just feel weak.
I'll feel like dead. I could live off red meat.
Yeah.
So especially when I'm traveling, like I'm always ordering a steak at dinner. Like I feel like there's this like myth out there that red meat is bad for you and stuff, and like even with the fucking cholesterol shit, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like so my boyfriend has high cholesterol, which it like runs in his genetics or whatever. But I'm like really big on holistic like wellness and all of that. Like I don't like traditional medicine or anything. So red meat is so good for you and like full of nutrients that supports you. And I always feel the best when I eat a shit ton of red meat. And like, I don't know, I just like am like glowing from within. I feel amazing. My energy is high. But you have to like prioritize the right stuff. Like the natural stuff, no like pesticides, whatever, like grass fed, like eating clean, lean meats. But like, I feel like people, especially in traditional medicine, like try to tell you that all these things are bad for you because they want you to take some sort of medicine or whatever that's gonna like fuck you up even more. Like food is medicine if you're eating the right stuff.
Yeah, and I think the thing with steak is like I love it. Like whenever I don't eat enough red meat, I really feel like I have no energy. Yeah. Like I feel so weak. I feel so tired. I feel like dizzy, like low iron. Whenever I have steak, like I have to have it once or twice a week. Yeah. And I would argue the reason why people think red meat is bad is because whenever you go to steakhouses, they put like globs of butter.
Yes.
And that is what like I still think
just need to
still think butter, like a little butter, grass-fed butter is great for you. Of course, like a little thing in moderation. You need some healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, butter. But people are eating like sticks of butter, or like they grill your steak in butter, and then it always comes served with a butter on top.
It's or like another sauce. Like just eat it plain.
Yes.
I think it tastes better.
Me too. Agreed. We went to.
And you're getting the benefits.
We went to RH Guest House and it was good, but they put that like weird
there
stuff
was like
on
this
it.
Like sweet sauce on the steak. Yeah. I was so excited to get the steak. It was big. It looked good.
It was thinly sliced.
But I couldn't even eat that much of it because they put this like, it almost tasted like mapley. Yeah. Like a maple syrup, and I just couldn't eat it.
Me either.
Fuck, I wish I knew that.
We just like a steak with some salt on it. That's like what I
like plain steak. Like I love a good fillet.
Me too. That's all I want, with like some salt, maybe a little butter, but like nothing crazy. Yeah. But like no. It's like I think that's like the main issue is people. Sure. And again, we like steak, but we don't just. I think that's another whole other topic is like the carnivore where you only eat steak and like butter, and you're like eating sticks of butter, but you're afraid to eat fruit. Like tell me why you think fruit is gonna make you fat, but eating a stick of butter is gonna make you skinny. Like get that in your head. Okay, eating sticks of butter and steak is not going to make you skinny if you like eat in excess. Like anything in excess isn't good, but it just makes me laugh that people are like, yeah, I'm in carnivore and I'm not losing weight. Yeah, because you're putting butter in your coffee and sticks of butter, and you're scared to eat a fucking raspberry. Like, make it make sense. Like, math based.
Disgusting. But also, like, with the red meat, like, I feel like it's super important for girls too, because girls are more common to have low iron and like be anemic. Like, I'm anemic, so like I have to have the red meat, and I used to take iron supplements, but I feel like it does more harm than good sometimes. So I really try to load up on the red meat. And I feel like there's just this huge myth about the red meat. Like, fucking eat your clean red meat and then come back and tell us how you feel.
Yeah, like, you'll feel so much better. And I think that's why you feel so tired, so you think you need to eat more, but in reality, you just need some red meat. Like, you know? Like, I'm not kidding. Like, you feel so tired, low energy, and you're like, oh, I need to stuff face of, like, carbs and this stuff. And it's like, no, you genuinely, like, need some of that red meat.
Because, like, even, like, chicken and stuff, like, sometimes it just, like, doesn't cut it for me. Like, it's not giving the same as the red meat.
No, 100%.
So, like, just load up on the red meat. At least, like, once a week. Like, maybe if you can do it, like, 2 or 3 times a week, like, good for you. If you can do it every day, like, just make sure you're eating, like, clean meat.
Yeah. And then I wanted talking about iron and stuff is like everyone talks about like their period and blames, oh, how do you handle period cravings? This is my opinion, is I think we're so used to training our body. Oh, it's our period. Oh, I'm sick. That your body is
whatever.
Yeah, I can eat whatever, and so your body thinks it's craving chocolate on your period when it's not. That's just
your
mind.
Excuse. Yeah.
It's just your mind. And so someone would be like, how do you handle period cravings or this cravings or, you know, this phase? I'm sorry, eating for your fucking cycle? Bullshit. Like, listen to your body. Like, this could just be me, but like, I think your body, you crave chocolate because every time of the month you're using that as an excuse. You're not eating chocolate because you want it. You're saying, oh, I'm eating it because it's my period. It's my period. It's my period. I'm sorry. Grow up. Like, don't do that. Like, that's why you're stuck. Like, you don't need to eat it for your period. You need to eat it because you want to, but also you're used to, like, you know, us girls, like, most of us are regular. It kind of comes along the same cycle. So every month your body, like clockwork, knows, like, oh, okay, like, kind of like every morning your body knows you're gonna have coffee or something. Your body knows, like, the 30th of the month your period's gonna come, and that you get chocolate, and you get chocolate and you throw everything out the window. So you need to stop blaming your period. Like, literally, I'm sorry, you need to not do that, and you need to just be like, I want to eat it because I want to eat it, and treat it like any other day. Like, whenever any point of the month, I'm like, no, that it's like almost kind of nice to know, because you're like, okay, like, treat it like any other day.
Yeah.
Like, don't give it an excuse. Sorry. Like, do you agree with that, or do you disagree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've seen stuff about like the cycle syncing and like people trying to eat for it, and I feel like it either works for you or it doesn't. Like, for a while, like, I had thought about trying to do it because like my period would never come at the same time, but I think it's more of a hormonal issue that I learned when I went to acupuncture, and like, I think I need to start going back to acupuncture, but I don't know.
And then after we have to talk about your acupuncture story.
But, so, the guy was saying that, like, a lot of, like, my acne and stuff around my mouth was from, like, based off my period, because your blood, like, tells a lot about, like, your hormones and stuff. Where was I going with this story? About the cravings. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like it either works or it doesn't, and everyone's body is different, but I feel like you shouldn't, like, put so much pressure on yourself to try to do these things when, like, they might not work. Like, obviously, like, if your body is craving something, like, you just have to think about it, like, do I actually want it, or, like, do I just think I want it? Like, obviously, like, if I want to eat, like, ice cream or something, like, I'll go and have some, but I'm not, like, using it as an excuse to eat the whole thing, like eat the whole little tub of it. Like, if you want it, then have some of it. Just, like, treat it like every other day. Like,
well, I feel like eating in the cycle, it's like restriction. Like, your body's like you could be craving carbs, but it's like, no, it's this phase, and this is supposed to be high fat, high protein, so like, then it backfires.
I feel like it depends on, like, your individual body, especially, like, what you're doing, like, during that time. Like, obviously, if you're working out a lot, or, like, if your body's in stress mode, then it's gonna crave different things. So 100%. It really just depends on, like, a ton of factors. So I feel like people shouldn't necessarily try to do cycle syncing or anything like that. Like, just listen to what your body needs. Like,
I agree.
Try to stay calm, like, do some self-care shit.
Yeah,
Just,
but listen
like,
to your body,
relax.
but not like if your body wants ice cream every day, that's a craving. Because the thing that people don't realize is you feel hunger in your stomach, okay? Like, literally, yesterday.
Yeah, not in your mind.
Yeah, not in your mind. Literally, yesterday, we both, Casey and I went to like this facialist, and Casey was like, I forgot to eat this morning, and her stomach was grumbling. And literally, mine too. Like, I literally felt. Like, because I was, like, laying there, and I was, like, I felt, like, my stomach, like, you'll feel a gurgle, you'll feel a pain, like, you will physically feel it, and that, people are also afraid of hunger. Don't be afraid. It's good to feel hungry. Like, I feel like a lot of people eat so they don't feel hungry, but it's, like, I'm not saying starving. I'm saying, like, it's good to, like, feel, like, a little hunger.
Because then also, like, your body kicks into, like, a different state, so then it's burning fat, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I guess I used to do not necessarily intermittent fasting, but like I just like was never a breakfast person, but now I like try to eat something before I have my coffee, but I don't really eat a huge breakfast. But I feel like your body like just kicks into like almost ketosis, so it's like burning the fat. But like if you don't need to be eating, then don't. Like if your mind's like, oh, like let me eat because I'm like think I'm gonna be hungry, like no, like your body, like you said, like your stomach should be growling, like that's your sign. Or like
it's like your stomach communicating to your brain. And we're not saying starving because it's like that fine line. Like you, like I'm not a breakfast person, but if I don't have a protein shake, then I'll get starving. And then it's like when you're starving, you like eat whatever. It's like you want to find that like, oh, I feel a little hungry. Okay, I'm gonna eat. That's it. It's just a communication signal. Like, and again, hunger is a slow build. It's not this like people think it comes on like this. No, that's a craving. If you just suddenly get like this, it's literally a craving. Because think about like all the people in the caves and shit, when they felt a little hunger, they would have to like go get an animal, go get something. It's a slow build. Like you kind of feel a little hungry, and then bam, like you know, it's not just like like a craving, like oh out of nowhere I'm hungry. Like sorry, no. Unless like maybe you're on like I know some people were like oh I drink a lot of coffee and like they're on Adderall. Like if you're on like that sort of stuff, you still need to like prioritize even if you're not hungry eating a little bit, because as soon as you have a come down, guess what? You're gonna be eating.
And then it like creates headaches or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I feel like it just like all goes back to also like what you're eating. Like.
Yeah. And once you crave, like once you eat like us, like meat and stuff, we crave it. Like I think that's another thing is like people I think get jealous. Like literally I crave eating like healthy foods, and I think because we don't restrict and we allow us to have ice cream and stuff, and I think some people now like. Because I post what I eat a day every day on my subscription, and I think some girls will ask me like, how do you like want that? It's like how do you want that? And I'm like, trust me, when you're used to eating that, you feel good and you want it, like you crave it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like I generally like my protein shake. I like all my little proteins, my salads, my fruits. Like I crave that, you know. Like it's hard to explain.
I would say like 90% of the time, like whenever I like want something to eat or like I'm hungry, like I'm always thinking of like. Obviously meat first, like chicken or some sort of protein, or like even fruit, or like chia seed pudding is like my favorite. But like I would say like 10% or less of the time, like I want something sweet. Like it really just depends, but it's not like all these bad things are like consuming my brain. Like it's not like that's the only thing I want to eat, which I feel like that happens when people are restricting. So like I don't know, I feel like everyone just needs to break the restricting cycle, and you'll see like how much easier it is. Yeah. When you like focus.
And also you're all like obviously you're gonna want sweets. Like people all ask me like, how do you not crave sugar, babe? I love sugar. Okay, like you know this. Like, but you never see me eating pounds of it. Yeah. You know, like I eat small amounts. Like it's like, but Casey knows. Like it's funny. Like people like ask me like she's like, how do you not crave sugar? And Casey knows, like, I love my little sweet treats.
That's, like, normal. Like, who doesn't love a little sweet treat?
We're laughing because Little Sweet Treat is, like, a candy spot, and they were just at our brand event.
Yeah. But, take-home candy?
Yes. But, like, who doesn't love, like, a little...
Like, it's good. And, I don't know, like, I feel like gummies and stuff are different than, like, fucking chocolate cake.
Yeah. But again, it's like we try and portion control as best as we can.
Sure. It gets a little difficult sometimes.
100%. But that's why it's like we like get a cake and like share. Like we went to like the Greek, this like seed oil free place in like Perth, and like we always get like an olive oil cake or something, like who knows, and like share it. But like I find that's like super easy. But I remember I went to an acupuncture because of Casey, and I did it, and they said they would get rid of my sugar cravings, and it like.
You have to try someone different.
And they like pricked me, and the girl was like, and keep in mind this was like a super expensive place, and she was like pricked me, and my head just starts bleeding. She goes, "Oh, sorry, this is only my second week doing it," and I'm like, "You're kidding." But I didn't feel it, like maybe for like the first 3 days I felt something, but I think it was just like placebo.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone craves a little sugar, and it's like okay to have it. Like I don't like how sugar makes me feel all the time. So like I try and like have like, you know, honey or fruit or like some natural type of sugar, but like obviously once in a while it's okay to have natural sugar. But Casey was like on this whole acupuncture kick, like was taking like 30 pills a day.
Yeah. So I had wanted to do acupuncture for a while because, well, back in college, so like I would say my junior year of college, I like started getting really bad hormonal acne, and then it like went through waves where like I would have it and then it would go away, and then recently it's been more consistent, and I like cannot figure out what the cause is. And I know there's like a root cause internally, so I've been trying to pinpoint it. I've like tried a ton of stuff, like the low FODMAP thing, all this stuff. I went to like this Chinese traditional medicine lady for a while in college. She would like give me herbal supplements and stuff too. It like kind of helped, but also I used to have really bad like digestion issues, and then she also said I had issues with my liver, which my acupuncturist here said that I have issues with my liver, which I don't know like if that's from drinking in college or what, because I would drink like every single day.
Where now you don't drink that much.
Yeah, I like never really drank that much, but like thinking back, like my senior year of college, I literally would drink almost every single day, and my skin was like pretty good then, so I'm like, do I need to drink every day
to like clear it out? Yeah.
But so I started going to acupuncture in the city, and the guy was like told me all this stuff about like my blood and whatever, because like I said earlier, my period's like never normal. Recently it's gotten a little bit better, but he was just like telling me all this stuff about my blood, and I went to the acupuncture to try to fix my acne and everything, which I did about like 5 sessions or so, and then he would also create these like custom formulations of herbs. So I was taking those, like the herbs like changed a few times. Some of them were like really effective. Like the first batch of herbs that I got literally cleared my skin up like that.
That's nice.
But like the first time I went to acupuncture, it was like insane. Like my body went through like this really weird shift. Like immediately after, like I just felt so much lighter and like revived, and you could just see that the inflammation on my skin like went down, because he made me take off all my makeup when I first got there so he could like look, and then he also was like taking pictures of my tongue and everything, because he said like the lines on your tongue like indicate
that's cool.
certain things. But yeah, I felt like a lot better. The inflammation like immediately went away, and then so I was doing that for a while, and then like literally the next day after acupuncture, I was such an emotional roller coaster. Like I was just crying, like bawling my eyes out for no reason, which I later found out that's like a sign that the acupuncture is actually working.
Oh, that's good.
So I was doing that for a while, but then I stopped because, I don't know, I think I just needed a new formulation of herbs, but also like it's so fucking expensive because I would have to pay for the acupuncture appointments and the herbs, and it was like thousands of dollars. And I'm like, ugh, I don't know. But I'm like trying new stuff with my skin recently. Like I got that chemical peel yesterday, but then I had to put makeup on over top of it.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll see what happens.
Wait, why did you have to put, when you left, you put makeup on?
Well, no, I forgot that I was going to the Pearl Box,
Uh-oh.
and then I put makeup on. But like, I just use.
Also,
eyeshadow
you guys, her
on
skin
stuff.
isn't even that bad. Like, let's be serious.
I just
It's
get
not.
bad hormonal acne like around like the sides of my jaw and like sometimes around my mouth, but I don't know, sometimes it's better than others, but again, like I still cannot pinpoint what the issue is.
I went and got, I don't know what she was doing, but I was trying not to laugh because Casey was like filming it and I was like the model, and it stunk.
Oh yeah, it's like Biologie Recherche,
Oh my god.
Vivant mask or something like that.
It smelled like
poop. Orange mask. Yeah, it did not smell good. But that mask is like everyone loves, like raves about it.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
I feel like your skin is like still glowing.
Yeah, I showered and then like I was like, I'm not putting on makeup or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was like so good, and like I don't really, honestly, I feel like also whenever you eat super, super clean and stuff, it just automatically helps your skin in general. Because I find, like, even me, it's like, I don't really do, I feel like also the most basic skincare is, like, what keeps it good. Like, okay, this is controversial, but we go to brand events together, and we went to this one, will not mention the name, and they gave us, like, skincare, and it's like, everyone is obsessed with the skincare.
It's a fraud. It's a fucking fraud. Let me just tell you, I was excited to get this stuff.
And we were so excited, and Casey was using it and was like, it's making me break out, and I, like, not to be that person, like, I don't get a pimple, but you know me, I don't really ever get pimples. And our other friend Ella too was like, oh, so we all were like using it, and I was like, Casey, I like got a pimple, and you're like, stop, like, no. I'm like, no, I actually have one. And I'm like, she's like, have you been using the jet lag? Oh.
Whatever, sorry.
We just have to tell the truth. We were like, oh, have you been using this mask? And I was like, yeah. So she's like, me too. And then we met up with our other friend, and she was like, yeah, I was using it too. And we all were I don't know a pimple, and like, not trying to be that person, but I did not break out. Like, and I was like, I was even, and I'm like, this is not good. And everyone's obsessed with it.
On my cheeks.
Everyone is obsessed with it too. And I'm like,
they have to be lying. Like, I don't know. I like the spray stuff.
Me too.
But I feel like that's different because it's not literally like going, like sitting on your skin.
Yeah, and it's probably just like, like, you know, like, it's probably, like, I feel like all those sprays that I feel like,
I'm like, what is
it? Like, it's probably water.
But yeah, that was not good. But I feel like all those, like, big brand, like, in Sephora or, like, Ulta, their, like, products aren't good. Mm-hmm. And, like, they use, like, bad ingredients that, like, clog your skin. Even though I did search up to see if it was non-comedogenic, and it says it is, but it's definitely not.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. And I don't like their other products at all, like the lip stuff.
Yeah, no, me either.
Not a fan.
What are your favorite products for the girls who struggle with acne, would you say, that are like your favorite and your least favorite products? Like, if you could give like 3 of your favorites and 3 of your least favorites.
Keep it super simple. Like, just wash your face 1 time a day at night.
Do you have a certain cleanser you like?
It depends. I used to be like a ride or die for the Kiehl's ultra facial cleanser, just like that basic one. It's really good. It like removes all the makeup, because I hate those cleansers that don't remove your mascara. Like, and it feels like gritty and you can't get it off. But I love the Kiehl's. It's super like soothing.
And I don't like Miracell. How do you say it?
Micellar water.
I don't like
I only use it sometimes, like.
Yeah.
But if I do use it, I only use it when I have a ton of makeup on or like a ton of eyeliner, and then I wash my face in the shower. But right now, I use the Aesop one. I think it's called the Amazing Face Cleanser. It's okay. I have to use like 2 pumps of it. But recently, I've been trying to double cleanse more. And then another product that I really love is the Belief Aqua Bomb. It's such a good hydrating moisturizer. Okay. And like, it's so good for like under makeup and everything, and I feel like it really keeps my skin super hydrated, especially in the cold. Normally I use it more in the summer, and then I also like the Aesop Primrose moisturizer because it has like herbal stuff in it, which I need to get a new one of those because I feel like when I use that, it helps like calm down like the lower part of my face. Like I was using that like when I went to Paris and stuff, and I feel like when I was there my skin got clearer, and then I ran out, and then I've been using the jet.
Yeah.
And then it got bad. What else do I really like? I like the snail mucin stuff. I feel like that's like a controversial product. Like it either works for you or it doesn't, but I feel like it helps my skin barrier a lot. And then I have this one like herbal oil stuff that I got from my acupuncturist, which I like that it helps my skin barrier, and I feel like it helps with the inflammation, but then also like it could possibly be clogging my pores sometimes. But I feel like my like inflamed like cystic acne looks better when I use it, and it helps calm it down, but then it might like cause like little tiny like whiteheads or whatever. Yeah. But like those I don't care about because I can just pop them and then it's gone.
What about the products you're like don't use? Minus that one.
Products to not use. I don't know. Trying to think.
Like I'm super against exfoliants. Any exfoliants with those little beads in
Oh,
it.
yeah, I think those like rip your skin.
And then I think if you have, right, like a part here, it's like, then that could spread, like the fungus or whatever all around. Also, I think just something for me, whenever I work out, like mine is like a brain event, but like whenever I work out, I put no moisturizer, no nothing on, because whenever you work out, you want to open and just sweat it all out.
True. Trying to think.
I think just eating healthy too, like you eat really healthy.
And like staying hydrated, even though I haven't been doing the best at that recently. I'm trying to think of products I really don't like. There's like some face washes that I really don't like. Also, I do not like Glymed. It's like a I think you have to be like, not prescribed it, but like they have it at med spas and stuff. Terrible. I hate anything that creates trauma to your skin. Like, why does the product have to create a bad reaction before it makes it better? Like, no, like it should just help. But I feel like a lot of stuff, like the hyped up stuff, products and stuff that like influencers post and like beauty gurus or whatever.
And I feel like that's why a lot of them don't have good skin.
Not good, yeah.
Like, because they're putting thousands of makeup products
on
like
their
face.
On skin, like,
yeah.
I don't even know.
It's like honestly crazy. Like, I was a wake up call whenever whenever you go to these events, it's like you see people like with like really bad acne who are like, and I'm like, I think because, and then I like look at their page and they're putting like 30,000 products on their face.
They have no idea what they're doing.
And I'm like, I don't think like that can be good for you, like whatsoever.
Well, also like when we were at that spa on Tuesday, like she was talking, once you left, we had to film a video about this exfoliator, and like she was telling me that like you shouldn't ever spread it on your face. Like you need to just dab it in, because I feel like a lot of people like rub it over their face and they're like doing more harm than good.
Because then
I feel like it's better to just like tap everything.
I feel like it's just good if you're gonna get an exfoliant to like have a professional do it, honestly, get that right.
And like making sure that you have like the right products, like the fucking like Paula's Choice stuff. Like, or like The Ordinary, their products have like too much concentration that you shouldn't be putting that much on your face like every single day. And also like people need to build up to products. Like I feel like people just slab all this stuff on their face and like it's gonna take your skin a little bit of time to like build up.
Even yesterday, the girl was like, you have perfect skin, what do you do? I'm like, literally, I put on Cetaphil moisturizer, like, and I get sent a lot of skincare products. I literally love Cetaphil, like, so much. Cetaphil moisturizer, Cetaphil cleanser, and then I literally put on vitamin C by SkinCeuticals, that, like, they also have this P-Tox, I don't know how you say it, put that on. And then I put on tretinoin cream, which she said I need to like lay off a little bit because my skin's just super dry because of New York, and like moisturizer, and that's it. It's simple, it's there, it's clean, and I think that's like something too. And also, it's just like the ritual of doing something is nice, but like I don't want to do like, if it was a 30-step skincare routine, I wouldn't be doing it. And I think on social media, people do that, and it's not good. Trust me, social media is fake. Going to these events.
And I feel like people say that they're putting all this shit on their face, or like they say they love these products, but I'm like, they're literally getting sent them for free. They're getting paid to promote them and they don't even use them. So like, do what works for you. Stop listening to all these.
It's like a marketing thing. Literally. Oh, Casey's been through it all. Like it was we've gone to like, we've done a lot together, and then she was here whenever, oh my god, we have to tell them about, so there's been like, we go to like workout events together and stuff, and there's been like times where there was like this one workout event and then this one other event that was like in the Hamptons, the Love Shack Fancy one, where like these girls, literally like I got invited to the Athleta event, and they were like, oh, like come, like we want to do like a workout, and I was already confused like why they would invite me because I know like I'm not their target audience. And then they were like, oh, actually like these two girls emailed us and like said like you're too skinny and like you're not the body we're going for, basically reverse body shamed me. And then same with like Love Shack Fancy, there were like two girls said that they don't feel comfortable, but then now they're
but now they're doing the exact same thing.
And at the
haters
event,
are always the fans, and
they're doing a lean series. And then what was it? Oh, and then at the brand event, remember they're like eating fries because Live Schmidt exists, and like basically bullying me at this brand event. I'm like, okay, so you support bullies, but it's like crazy how like people are so jealous. Like they literally went out of their way to tell their management to say that Liv's gonna make me uncomfortable, because we were at this one event too, and this manager was there and pushed me and Casey out of the way. We were at this Summer Fridays event. And the photographer was like eating us up. They're like, take pictures, and these 4 really big influencers that you guys know of were there. And their manager literally pushed me and Casey out of the way and asked the photographer to take photos of them. And the photographer's like, I will when I'm done. She's like, no, do it now. And it's like crazy like how jealous people are.
No.
Like, and now they're doing a lean segment, and the girl who literally like started this whole thing, who literally started the whole hate thing, made a TikTok like 2 days ago saying that she's going in March on a vacation, so she wants to start she wants to feel good about herself and starting lean. And I'm like, wait, why is everyone, or like all the people now who are like, oh, I'm doing dry January, I feel so skinny, everyone who made a hate video about me is like on the skinny trend, probably because they like realize
they have nothing better to do.
And I'm just like, wow, it's like just shows you like anyone who gives you hate is literally just jealous, and they're like uncomfortable because it's just like a fact. Like you've seen it with your own eyes. Anyone who's ever like, they are doing the exact same thing as me now.
Which like I don't even get why people go out of their way to like do all this hate shit. Like,
also, any influencer in person cares way more about food and working out and stuff than we do. Like trust me, like first of all, if you're on camera, you're gonna, but like any event, like I swear us two are like the least people who care. Like people will like come up to me and like talk to me about it. I'm like, oh my God. Like I work out for 2 hours a day, and then they're like, oh, but they promote that they're clipping all these eating together, and they don't really work out, but then like telling me that they're working out for 2 hours a day. It's like, oh, okay. That's why I was like laughing whenever that trend happened and everyone was doing it. And I'm like, wait, I have nothing to lie about. Like literally, I have nothing to lie about. Minus like sometimes Casey and I set off the fire alarm whenever we cook, but like that's it. Like that's all I have to say. Like I don't have any lies.
I feel like anyone that did that trend is just fucking stupid. Like,
but honestly, I have not been on really TikTok since then. But is there any like else like wrapping up things like that keeps you like motivated? Like I know for me, what keeps me motivated honestly is like taking pictures. Like you know, like I want to look lean in pictures, or like new clothes. I want to like look good in clothes. Is there anything like that keeps you motivated to like stay the body that you want to stay, besides like obviously like feeling good and looking good?
Yeah, I would agree, like taking photos and stuff, or just like feeling comfortable like in an outfit, because especially like taking photos and stuff, or like especially not even just during the summer, but the summer in specific, like whenever I go out, like I want to be wearing like a cute outfit and like a little like bra top or like a skirt or something, or like dresses that have like cutouts like in Montauk or whatever. But like I want to be able to like drink and eat stuff, and like whenever I drink I like get bloated. Like who doesn't?
But my bloating is
like,
still looking skinny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to like feel uncomfortable. Like I still want like definition showing like on my stomach, like when I'm still drinking and stuff, and like I just want to feel confident in myself and like not like feel uncomfortable, or like I don't know. Also, like when people, this is gonna be rude, but like when I'm there, like I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my God. Because people are like fucking catfishes. Like you'll see them on Instagram, and also like this goes into like comparison and stuff. Like they look so snatched and like skinny. I'm like, oh, I just wish I looked like that sometimes. And then you see them in real life, like out and stuff. Their fucking stomach is just like,
or even like their
like
faces,
I don't want to look like that.
Or even their faces, like the people, because Casey sometimes invites people into her work, and like there's people who like just don't, or even like seeing people and it's like these gorgeous people, like they're still gorgeous, they're just like editing themselves to be 30 pounds smaller.
Yes, I'm like I don't want people to be like, oh, that's not what that girl looks like online. Like I want to look better in real life and just like be confident in myself and like feel good, because if I feel like bloated or gross, then I'm just like, it just like fucks with my mind.
The best compliment is like people will always come up to me, oh my God, you're skinnier in person. I'm like, babe, probably because I look the same and I don't edit. Like show my body or like things on, because it's like I post so many videos too, like I couldn't edit my body. People would be like, you like, I show my body on videos all the time, but like I swear some of these influencers are using stretch or skinny filters because like, in person they do not. I'm like, what are you guys using? Because I'm like, this stretch and this and that.
I feel like that it's different if you're editing your face, but like people that are editing their body, I'm like, one, you have a internal personal issue and you don't care about fixing it.
No.
Like, if you want to look like that, like, I'm someone who doesn't edit any of my photos. If I don't like the way that I look in it, then that means I have to change something.
I edit. I will say I do not edit my body. But I love a good smooth. I'm like, whenever she said that, I'm like, Casey, you're lying, because I'm always like, these people, you know, those people like, I don't edit my photos. No, I love a good filter, 100%. I love a good smooth, but like, I'll fix my face. I will not fix my body, and it'll be very light. Like, you'll see the before and afters. Like, it's very like it's like detailing the eyelashes, like smoothing like a little bit of like the face, like fixing the lighting. 100%. I'm the first to say I will touch my face. My body, absolutely not. Will not do that. And it's very light. It's not, you've seen the before and afters. It's not nothing like, a lot of people wouldn't even really like see a difference. Like, we've had some people we've taken photos with and they've sent back and we're like, wait, or like, and then they pulled us out and I'm like, bitch, don't pull me out. You can make yourself skinnier, but why are you pulling me out? Like, actually.
But yeah, I feel like there's people that only edit their body. I'm like,
yes.
What are you doing? Like, first of all, I just feel like that's embarrassing because like if people see you in real life and they're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, exactly. No, but it's like, yeah, that's such a good point. I'm like the same way. It's like in the summer, you want to be able to eat and drink on the beach. Like, people like embrace that. Audie said, no, I want to get skinny so that when I go to the beach, I can have a margarita and I can have
and like
guacamole and still look skinny.
Yeah.
Like, bloated, I can look skinny. Like, I can drink water in the morning and like my stomach won't be as flat. That's like going to a workout adventure and I'm like, oh, I can't drink water, I can't whatever, because people will see me. It's like, no, like, you can eat and drink, and like, even before like photo shoots now, it's like before my bikini videos, like, or photos, like, I will eat, I will have breakfast, because it's like your stomach is flat.
Yeah. And like, even like, not even during the summer, like just throughout the whole year, like, I just want to feel good in my clothes. Like, I don't want my clothes to be tight. I want to be able to put on an outfit and like it looks good no matter what. Like, obviously 100%. Things look better when I'm tan, but like, I don't want my body to necessarily like.
Yeah, my motto is tan fat looks better than pale fat. Like, literally, tan fat looks better than pale fat. It's like 100, like, it's so different. But yeah, this was like a little girl chat because I'm so tired of like, because even recently, like, influencers who've lost weight have like been like talking, like, they're like used to talk about how they like only eat salads and veggies, and now all of a sudden they're eating now suddenly, that when they were bigger they were like, I only ate salads and I can't eat a carb without gaining weight, and now that they've suddenly lost all this weight, they're posting
they're like stuffing peas with McDonald's
and Chick-fil-A and like hash browns, and I'm like, okay, like, this is just lies. Like, people who like suddenly, like, it's crazy, like, you'll look back and whenever they were big they were like, I only eat healthy, I don't touch, I only eat chicken, and now suddenly that they're so small they don't work out and that they eat carbs,
which I feel like
and
that's just toxic, because I feel like it gets toxic when people are like, I only eat salads, I don't ever eat anything else. I'm like, that's just not realistic, and like half the times the salads aren't even good for you. Like, you might as well like be eating something else, like, and your body needs balance. Like,
but also I think it's more toxic when you lose weight and you lie to people that you're eating more, because that's why I came, is because I'm like, wait, maybe I'm just built like this. How is this girl so skinny and she's eating McDonald's and this and that, and then I'm like, turns out, like, I met her and she's like, oh, I clip together things. It's like, oh, like, it's like girls comparing themselves to me, like, oh, like, I'm built like this, or why can't I eat like this, or I wish I could eat like that, when those girls, the majority of them aren't eating like that.
True. Everything's a lie too, like,
besides, we don't lie.
Or like people on Ozempic,
and
they're like, oh, I do this, I do that. Shut up. Like, don't even speak until you're gonna tell everyone the truth, bitch.
Literally. I'm just like, oh my god. I just feel like everyone, I'm just like, feels like everyone can do whatever they want. It's just like, don't lie that you're eating all this food when you're not. That's like my biggest, that's my number one thing. It's like, don't come on here and say that you're eating all of this food. And like, so many people, it's like, that promotes overeating like so much. And like, also like there's been so many people, like, I know at sleepovers, like, it's like their friends like will make them eat a whole entire pizza because they're skinny, or like force them to eat all this food. It's like, okay, first of all, you shouldn't be doing that, but second of all, why are you friends with people who like are so
like,
unbothered?
stuff.
Yeah, like, I'm only friends with people who, like, want me to be skinny. Like, friends who fatten you up are fake friends. Like, friends that make you fatter, fucking dump them. Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, we make each other skinnier for the better.
True.
Like, we keep each other in check.
Yes. The
Like,
walks.
like, whenever we go out to eat or, like, drink, like, the next day, we're like, okay, we gotta,
Let's
like,
go on a walk.
let's do something. Like, we, like, balance it out, like, really good. And even in the cold, it's like, I don't know what I would do without you during the cold.
Yeah,
Well, no matter what, like, even in the
you
summer,
know,
but, like, you get what I'm
walking
saying.
buddy,
Like, even, like,
because I feel like even just going on a walk like with someone, like it makes the time go by so much faster and you don't even realize you're walking that much because you're like talking or whatever, and it just makes it so much easier. Like when I'm alone, especially when it's windy and freezing, I'm like, oh fuck.
Or, like, we'll try a new workout place, and it's like, oh, shit, it's all the way 30 minutes away, but we'll take the train, and we'll do that, and then after we went and walked up, and, like, got a little healthy dinner, and then...
I've had ice cream. But balance.
Yeah, see, it's like I could get my avocado sushi roll, she got ice cream, and neither of us judge each other. Like, I wasn't fat shaming her, like, you whale.
Doggy ate.
Oh my god. Wait, so I accidentally dropped a sushi roll, and this dog who looked like a giant rat.
Giant rat.
Not the dog shame, this isn't dog shaming, but, like, it was like, it just didn't look clean either. Like, and the guy who was wearing
looks
it,
like a furry rat.
and the guy who was wearing it was like in there was like sketchy, and he was like, "Can you give me a sample? Can you give me a sample while you're waiting for your ice cream?" And the workers were ignoring him, and then they finally gave him one, and he just like walked out of the store, like he didn't even buy anything. And I'm sitting there eating my sushi, but I dropped the sushi, and this little rat dog, like I was like, "No, he's eating the sushi." He's like, "It's okay. She loves sushi," and like was gobbling up this like little roll that I accidentally dropped, and I'm like, "Okay,
Oh god.
Yeah, so, but it's like, see, that's like a prime example, because I feel like so many friends would be like, why aren't you getting ice cream,
Yeah,
or like,
like,
whatever, and then, like, yeah, it's like reverse, and like, no, I don't fat shame people, and being like, okay, like, why are you getting ice cream, unless, like, it's myself, and I'll be like, you fucking fat whale, like, don't do that, but trust me, the people who say the things about you behind your back are, like, the ones who come off as the nicest.
Yeah,
is what I've
I
learned.
agree. And like the friend to all.
Friend to all is a friend to none. Yeah, what's your like life motto that you live by? By meanies. Because meanies are just fat energy. I've never met a skinny girl who's like really rude.
I met a skinny girl who's rude, but not rude about like.
No, I'm saying like rude about like bodies and like stuff. What I'm like that like is what I'm saying. And like I feel like just like whenever I was saying being rude, like jealousy, bothered about food,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
always
that's the fatties. Like that's fat energy.
And they're
the
just
victim
projecting. They're projecting because they're jealous, but they don't want to put in the energy or the
Yeah.
time to make themselves better, so they're just gonna be fucking rude. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm
walk away. Like, it's not even worth like being, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just
because they're playing the
peace
victim.
out.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I've definitely met skinny girls who are rude. I'm saying when it comes to like being mean
It's
about
always the
bodies and
fatties who
jealous.
are
that play the
the
victim.
rudest.
Literally, because they're the victim.
Or like commenting hate. Like whenever we first started becoming friends, like, and you were going through all the heat and stuff, like people were
We
always
were friends
like,
before that, weren't we?
yeah, but like I'm trying to think. Like whenever you came to Montauk and stuff, people were saying that I was like this huge fat whale. Like,
wait, to you?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wait, can we talk? Can we please clear how literally anyone? We were in Montauk. Like speaking of Montauk, we were sitting at dinner lunch with her boyfriend's family. Okay, like his whole entire family, who I just meet, sitting there, and we're at Duriez. And this really drunk, hammered girl comes up to the table, and I'm so nice. Like, I love whenever you guys come up. You guys are so nice. Comes up. I think I'm super nice to her.
Yeah, but also it was just like awkward. Like we were just sitting there like having a nice lunch. She like comes over, is like low key like being a little obnoxious.
Yeah, and I'm like trying to be so nice. I'm trying to have a conversation because I actually like getting to know.
Yeah, like you were
like,
asking her questions and being nice.
Because it's like I feel like since you guys know me, it's like I know nothing about you. So I like was asking a question to you guys, and she was so intoxicated that she couldn't, I don't think, answer them right. Anyway, whatever. So then she leaves, and then who posts all over TikTok that they met me and that I was so rude, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And then it was like really funny because her boyfriend's parents were like, oh, Liv, whatever. And then they were like, what? They were like, oh, how do people know you? And then the mom like was like, oh my god, like she's like, I would go off. I don't know how you do it. She's like, you do nothing wrong. And I was like, I know. But she was like looking at the comments and like making us feel better.
Then half the hate, or pretty much almost all of it, I feel like is just from people that are fucking insecure. Like whenever people were saying the fat stuff, I'm like, okay, you're literally a faceless profile. You're probably like a fucking 200, 300 pound bitch. Like, let me see your fucking...
Or it's like the influencers who came, it's like, okay, well, they literally just said how they gained 15 pounds this year, or 20 pounds this year, or had issues with food in the past. It's like, look, and it's just like crazy. It's never not one confident girl came out after me, and I'll stand by that. Not one confident. And also, it's just weird. If you're ever gonna comment hate on someone, I would never comment hate on someone on the internet. Like, don't you have friends to talk to?
No, I'm like
if I hate and like
you're gonna say something,
gossip to you about it, like whatever. But yeah, no, I was just like, that's one of my things is I was so pissed about that because I was like, she literally made up that
was fucked.
Oh my god. And then okay, this is our last story and then whatever, but let's talk about the two fans that came up with us and then instigated that fight at Montauk at the bar. They were like trying to make their boyfriends.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. There was this like really big fangirl. We were at Bounce in Montauk,
and we were going to the bathroom. Okay.
Yeah, we were like standing by the bathroom, and also like if you guys have ever been there, like on the upstairs part, you know it's like. I get really scared there because I just get scared that the ceiling's gonna collapse because when you're in there, it's literally bouncing. But
yeah. So
we were like standing to the side, like near the bathroom or whatever. This girl like comes up, she's like being kind of fucking annoying, but she's like, oh my god, I love you, like blah blah blah. And then like she like wouldn't get away, and then
I thought she was super nice. I like when you guys come up to me, but she can get annoying because of this.
Really like dramatic, but also I guess it's different for me because like. I'm just like an observer.
Yeah.
But so it turns out she was like with this guy, and then so my boyfriend had left to go to the bathroom. Like at this point we're like back towards the middle.
We decided not to go to the bathroom because we were trying to go and it was too many.
So we're like back in the middle. My boyfriend went to the bathroom. Then this guy that the girl was with like swoops in. He's like trying to talk to me and hit on me. He's like, where's your boyfriend? Like, I don't see him, you don't have one, whatever. Like, trying to hit on me. And then Liv's boyfriend, like, said something. And then he literally goes to her and trying to hit on her.
My boyfriend was like, dude, go. Like, she does. Because she thought, he thought Casey was lying. And keep in mind, the reason why I was saying this girl's annoying is she pretended to fangirl over me and then instigated this. And then he goes,
this fight.
Do you have a girlfriend? I mean, where's your boyfriend? I just point to my boyfriend. And then he goes like this to my boyfriend. Because this guy's like, what, 6'2", and my boyfriend's like 5'11". And I think he like thought my boyfriend would like punch him or something. And he's not like that. So I don't know what Max did. I think Max was just like, dude, go. And then like he was like trying to like, he just kept going in on Max.
He like antagonizing, like initiating a fight, and like.
And then
and then the girl came and like ripped him away. Like,
and we're like, you literally set this up, like, and I was like, literally Montauk, and the fans were like literally trying to be rude. And I'm like, if you're gonna come up to me, don't be rude, okay? Because I like it when you guys come up, just not like that was annoying. I'm like, you were doing that to be rude, and then like trying to cause like a fight.
People are fucking nuts.
And bars are always like crazy. Like remember whenever that girl like went up to my boyfriend, like my boyfriend's like so gullible and was like, oh, like I'm friends with your girlfriend, and my boyfriend's like, oh, like how do you know her? And he's like, oh, like I've like known her from like being in New York, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna send a picture to her. And then my boyfriend's like, okay, and like gets in the selfie thinking that she's my friend, and Max is like, oh, I just met your friend this. I'm like, I don't know one. He's like, yeah, you do. And then like went back up to her and was like, I thought you know her. And he's like, no, I don't know her. I was just like follow her on whatever. And then the girl like put on her story that she was like with him and like made it sound like something it wasn't. And I was just like, okay, those people don't come up to me and be my friends, okay? Because just like negative energy. But oh my god, it's like crazy how many people are like jealous. Like, I think because I have two sisters, I'm like not, like I just want the best for everyone, but I'm like, literally do some inner work. Like if you live, you're like jealous, that's why you're miserable, because like obviously you shouldn't like be kind and like stuff to like help people, but like I created like, you know, my skinny group community because girls are like put up against girls, And even like my communities, even like some people join and aren't even trying to lose weight, just like want some like health, like supportive, like you could talk about like health stuff and nutrition and food, and like no one judges you and helps you hit your goals. And it's like I just like find like whenever I help someone, like obviously I'm not helping someone to like do better in my life, but I genuinely feel like it's made me more successful as a person. And I think when you're kind and you're nice and you help people, it attracts better versus just being jealous and not helping anyone, then you're gonna stay stuck.
Yeah, because then you're just miserable and you're like creating that mindset and that bubble around you, and like you manifest like what you think or how you act. Like,
yeah. Well, thanks for coming on. We literally, guys, like didn't script. We didn't do anything. I didn't even like. I just asked my community some questions, and I like was like just remembered like 4 of them. But like literally, we didn't even practice or anything. We didn't even talk about what we were gonna talk about. Like this is literally just like what we talk about. Yeah. Unscripted. But yeah.
Hope you enjoy.
Part 2? Question mark.